Hi guys, Dave here with a brand new lesson for you. Today we're going to look at Do I Do by Stevie Wonder. This has got to be one of the more challenging rhythm guitar parts I've ever come across. There's a lot of fast kind of pentatonic stuff happening in the chorus, nice kind of funky lines in the verses. Okay, let's get on with it. Okay, now the main guitar part that you hear is actually, there's two parts, and one's panned left, one's panned right. So I'm going to give you both, but first I'm going to start with what I'm going to call guitar 1, and I think it's panned to the left. So the whole song starts with a little kind of run up on triads, so I'll take you through the shapes and then the rhythm. So I should probably mention that the song's in the key of B major, and so that'll give you an idea of the scales and whatnot that happen and the chords. So it starts with a B major triad, and that's 2E, 4B, 4G. Then does an E triad, that's 4E, 5B and 4G. And then he moves it up 2 frets and you get an F sharp triad. And the way it brings the song in is that it happens on the last 16th note of beat 3, and then on the 16th note upbeats on beat 4. So that's on the 4E and like that. And it all happens on upstroke. So it's like 1, 2, 3, like that. Okay, so that brings the song in, and then you're into the main riff. I'm going to show you the pattern for, like, say, guitar 1. So on beat 1 you're going to start with an upstroke. I'll take you through the notes first of all. So you've got 4 on the G, 6 on the D, and you're going to go up, down, and then you get a kind of ghosted upstroke as well. So it's like that. Then you go back to 4 on the G, and you kind of go down, miss, and then up, like that. Good to add a little bit of vibrato on that first one. Hear it quite clearly on the record. Like that. Then you're going to get, this is 7, 6, 4 on the G, and again they're all upstrokes. Then the second bar you're going to get that same little run again. So that's 4 on the G, 6 on the D, ghost note, like that. Then we're just going to go 4, 6, 4 on the G, all with downstrokes, and then we're going to get that little run down again. That's 7, 6, 4 on the G, all with upstrokes. To put it in a context, it's going to sound like this. Like so. And that's the guitar 1. I would say that when it happens the very first time, when he does a little run up, he just misses out the kind of first beat, if you like, just so he's got time to get to the rest of the riff. So the first time around, you kind of get this. Like that. Okay, and that's the first, well, guitar 1 verse part. Okay, guitar 2 goes like this. So this is actually a 4-bar phrase. So we're just going to go 4 on the D, 6, 4, 6, 4, 6, 4. So you're just going back and forth between the two notes, but it's the rhythm that helps with this. So you're going to go down, 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 up, like that, and then up, down, up. Like so. Second bar. So, and this happens on the, again, a downstroke on the 4 of the D, 6, 4, and all downstrokes. And then sliding to 7 on the G, 6, and then we're going to get a little run down. They're all downstrokes, by the way. And then we're going to get, so that's 4 on the G, and then 7, 6, 4 on the D, and it's just down, up, down, up. Okay, bar 3. Oh. So that we're going to go 4 on the D, 2, back to 4, and then 2, 2, 2, 4 on the D. And again, mostly downstrokes. And then just down, up for the last bit. You can put the scratches in between to kind of help get your time in. I don't bother explaining all of those because I think it would just take too long to go through, but you'll hear it slowed down in a minute and you'll get the idea of the rhythm. Okay, and then a bar 4. So for that, we're just going to go down on the 4, on the D, 2, 2, and then 4, and then 2, 2, and it's all down, like that. Yeah, I'll put it together really slowly, but you'll hear it slow in a second. Like that. Okay, guitar 1, the chorus part. Just before you hit the chorus, you get this little kind of pickup, if you like. So I'm just going 6, 6 on the D, and then 6 on the G. I'm just going down, up, down, like that. Then you get this little pentatonic run, which is quite fiddly. So, you get a slide into 4 on the B, and then we're just going to go 6, 4 on the G, 6 on the D, and 6, 4 on the G, 6, 4 on the D, 4 on the G, 6, 4 on the D, and then you get a little chromatic run up, 4, 5, 6 on the A. And I just alternate pick it all the way through. So down, and then I start with another down, like that. Then we do that again with the little pickup. Then on the third time, it changes very slightly. So let's bring the tab down a bit. So I'll go through that run actually, the whole thing. So again, you do the sliding 4 on the B, 6, 4 on the G, 6 on the D, 6, 4 on the G, 6, 4 on the D, 4 on the G, 6, 4 on the D again, and instead of the chromatic run, we're just going to go, so that's 4, 6 on the A, and then 4 on the D, and then I'll drop down to 2 on the low E string, like that. Do that again. Like that. And that's the chorus for guitar 1. Okay, guitar 2, basically identical, but I'm just going to play it up the octave. So for that, I'm just going to go 13, 13 on the G, 14 on the B. And then the little rundown. Again, you could actually just play what I did in guitar 1 on the same strings up the octave. So I just play it 12 frets higher, and then you've got, if you want to do it that way. I think when I recorded it though, I just played it here. So for that, sliding on 11 on the E string, and then I'm just going 14, 12 on the B, 13 G, then 14, 12 again on the B, then 13, 11 on the G, 12 on the B, then 13, 11 again on the G, and then the little chromatic, that's 11, 12, 13 on the D. Like that. Same thing again. Then again, like the other one. So again, the last bit, it's only the last bit. Instead of that little chromatic run down, I just go. So that's 11, 13 on the D, 11 on the G, then I'll drop down to 9 on the A. And that's the chorus part for guitar 2. Okay, for the bridge, I'm going to split it in two parts. So this is what I'm going to call bridge number 1. So we're starting on an F sharp major triad. So that's 6E, 7B, 6G. And we're going to go up and then up, down, up, down. So it's like... I should mention that first up is actually kind of on a pickup. It's like on the last 16th note of beat 4 of the previous bar. Then the next thing we do is play an E major triad, and that's 7E, 9B, 9G. We play that with a downstroke, and then we play it one more time, and then slide it up 2 frets, so that it becomes like another F sharp major triad. Then we're going to go back to that lower shape and hit that on an up. Like that. Then we go up, down again. Back to that E triad. Single down strum, slide up, and we're going to go to a G minor triad. So that's 10E, 11B, 12G. Couple of scratches, down, up, then hit the chord again. Like so. And then we're just going to move that shape down 1 fret so it becomes an F sharp minor triad. Hit it on an up. So I'll play that bar. Like that. I'll do it one more time with the scratches. That's it, like that. Stay on that shape. We're going to go up, down, up, down. Then we're going to take just the B and G strings, slide up 2 frets, so we're now on 12 on the B, 13 G, just a single down strum. And then what we're going to do is we're going to slide 13 on B, 13 on the G, and then just slide it up 1 fret, like that. Down strum, slide, and then we go back down to 10B, 11G on an up. So you get like that. Then we can go back down to our E major triad, do an up, up, down, one more down, then we play a G triad. So that's 7E, 8B, 7G. And then take the shape down 1 fret and you're back to that F sharp major triad. And you go through that whole sequence 3 times, but on the 3rd time, instead of going all you're going to do is stay on the E triad, up, down, down, all on the 1 chord. And that's going to take you into bridge 2. Okay, bridge 2, I can't really hear a specific guitar part, so I'll take you through the chords that are in it, and I've just come up with a rhythm pattern which I think kind of works over the track. It's basically a series of major 2-5-1s, and the first one is in the key of D flat, so we're going to play an E flat minor 9 voicing. So for that I'm just playing 6B, 6G and 4D. Normally you play a root on the A string at the 6th fret, but I'm limiting the chord just to 3 strings, which I think helps to sit in with the track a little bit better. So for that I'm just going down, up, down, up. Then I do 3 scratches. Then I hit the next chord on an up. I'm playing an A flat 13. So for that, 6B, 5G and 4D. And again, normally you'd have a root note on the 4th fret of the E. But because for the purposes I mentioned earlier, I'm just keeping it on those 3 strings. Makes the shape a lot easier as well. So we hit that on an up. And then next time I hit the chord is going to be up, down, up. There's a few scratches in between, so if I just play it, the rhythm of the 2 chords. You get that sort of rhythm. Then I use that rhythm for the D flat major 7. Again, I'm only going to play part of the chord, just 6 on the B again, 5 on the G, and then 6 on the D string. And I'm going to do the same rhythm, so it's going down, up, scratch, 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 up. Then a couple of scratches, and then I hit the chord on an up, down, up. So it goes. Like that. Together. You don't have to put all those scratches in, it's just to help keep the timing. So that's the first 2-5-1. The next one's going to be the same shapes but up 2 frets. So you end up with, this time it'll be an F minor 9, a B flat 13, and then an E flat major 7. We got another 2 frets, so we're going to get a G minor 9, C13 and F major 7. And for the last bit, this is when I change the rhythm slightly. It's going to be over, it's basically a slash chord. It's an E major chord with an F sharp in the bass, or you might think of it as an F sharp 11 chord as well. I'm just going to play the triad on the top, which is E major. So that's, we've seen this before, 7 on the E, 9 on the B, and 9 on the G. And this time I'm just going to do them on the B. I do put a scratch in between on the ands, so it's kind of like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and like that. And then I go into the next bar, do it on the first 3 beats, 1 and 2 and 3 and then on the last one, because it kind of pushes into a B major chord, I do this, staying on the E chord, go down up down up, down up down. Then I switch to a B on the last up, and I'm just barring 7th fret on the E and B, and then 8th fret on the G. So you get. Like that. And that gives you the last part to learn for the song. Okay guys, I thought I'd share the harmony underneath the song as well, so you got the kind of full picture if you like. So I'm going to show you section by section what chords are being played along with the guitar parts. So the main riff that you hear, like the verse riff on the intro, is basically in B major, and we get some really nice chord voicings. The first one, it's almost like a B major 9, but it's easier to think of it like it's an F sharp major chord over a B bass. So for that, that's 2B, 3G, 4D, 2B. And then you hear a slight shift down where it goes down to an E triad before it returns back up to the first chord. So there I'm just playing open B, 1G and 2D. And then back up to the first chord again. Then we do an E13 for a bar. So that's open 6 string E, open D, 1G and 2B. And then we're going to play an F sharp 9 chord. For that, that's 2B, 1G, 2D and 2 6 string E. Like so. So that's the main kind of chord sequence that you come across in the song. That's for the verse. And then we go into what I think of as the chorus. So for that I'm playing a G sharp 11, or you can think of it as an F sharp major chord over a G sharp bass. So that's 2B, 3G, 4D and 4E. So G sharp 11 and then a C sharp 11. And all I do there is I bar across the 4th fret and I'm playing the B, G, D and A strings, the middle ones. Like that, a little stop, and then you hear the little pentatonic run down. And then we're going to go to a D sharp minor 7, G sharp 11 again and C sharp 11. So for that D sharp 11 chord, I'm playing 6A, 8D, 6G and 7B. Then we do that again. And then we get this kind of odd thing. It's has a little bit of dissonance to the whole proceedings. So we're playing a D over an F sharp basically. So that's 2E, 3B, 2G, 2 6 string E. Like that. And then we're going to play a C major chord with an F sharp in a bass. Quite strange. So for that, that's open E, 1B, open G, and 2 on the 6 string E. There's a bit of tension before it goes back into the verse chords. So it makes it sound that much sweeter because of the dissonance just before it. Okay. Right, so that's the chorus. Now bridge 1, I'm going to use that F sharp over B chord again. And then it's kind of like for a bar and a half. And then we get this passing chord. Really, I love these chords. It's a G sharp minor with an F in the bass. So I'm just barring across the 3rd fret on the first 3 strings. That's the E, B and G. And then I'm playing a low F on the 1st fret of the 6 string E. Like I say, it's a passing chord, and then it just moves down a fret. I end up with an F sharp minor triad over an E bass. They're quite big sounding chords. So that's the bar in the 2nd fret this time on the E, B and G strings, and then the open 6 string E. Like that. Then we get this. Really nice. I'd kind of describe this as it's like an F sharp 13 with a sus 4. Bit of a mouthful, but it's not really that complicated to play. Again, I'm barring across the 2nd fret, but the strings I'm playing, 2 on the 6 string E, 2 on the D, 4 on the G, 4 on the B. Like that. And then the last chord, again I think of this like a passing chord. basically a G with a C in the bass. It's the same shape as the B, and it's just sliding back into it. Anyway, those are 3B, 4G, 5D, and 3A. Yeah. 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. And then it just goes around that 3 times. Really nice little sequence. Okay, for the kind of bridge 2, as I describe it, it's just a series of major 2-5-1s. And it's just moving up a tone each time. So to get the ball rolling, I will start with the first one. So we're going to basically play an E flat minor 9. So that's 6B, 6G, 4D, 6A. Then I'm going to play an A flat 13. That's 6B, 5G, 4D, 4 6-string E. And I'll use a bar for that. And then I play D flat major 7. That's 6B, 5G, 6D, and 4A. You might notice as I play through that finger doesn't move, so it acts kind of like a way of kind of keeping the sound quite smooth between the changes. Okay, so that's the first 2-5-1, and then you just take that whole thing, move it up 2 frets, and with that you end up with an F minor 9, B flat 13, and then E flat major 7. Then you move it up another 2 frets, you get G minor 9, C 13, and then an F major 7. And then for the last 2 bars you get an F sharp 11, or E over F sharp if you want to think of it that way. For that's 7E, 9B, 9G, and then 9 on the A. It holds that for about a bar and a half, and then it does a little kind of passing chord at the end, which is just a variation on it really. F sharp 7 flat 9, and for that I'm using a little bar, but the frets are 8B, 9G, 8D, and 9 on the A. And then you're back to B, where it goes into a bass breakdown. Okay, and they're all the main kind of chord sequences to this song. So great deal to get from this song. It's great harmonically, really interesting, really nice chord sequences, and also some killer rhythm guitar parts to learn. So I think you're going to get an awful lot from this one. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you for one real soon.